Hi guys, CombinedYoutuber here. Welcome to the F1 2013 career mode today. We'll be doing the Brazilian Grand Prix, the finale of Season 2 of F1 2013 career mode. We have already won the championship, but we can still get on with this race, as we have one race left after the championship started. So here we are in Brazil, starting 9th on the grid after a full wet quali, which we didn't really have the pace in, to be honest. But we still qualified in the top 10, but we qualified 9th, so yeah. Fernando Alonso, about time really, has qualified on pole position, but he should have done it earlier if he wanted to win the championship. But Alonso's on pole, Lewis Hamilton is second, I think, and Vettel is third. But we have a two-stop strategy to deal with a lap 10 and lap 21. Yes, and no, Rosberg's third, then Vettel, then Webber, then Button, Perez, Raikkonen, and then me, and then Ricciardo. So, here we go. Out on... No, don't. So 9th place is our position. We have a 50% race as well, 36 laps in this Brazilian Grand Prix, as we go out on track for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Okay, we've already won the championship, so relax and enjoy this race.
As the engineer said, we've got to enjoy this race. And now we have the lights in Brazil. And it's away we go for the finale of Season 2. And it's a decent start from us there, as we come beside Raikkonen down into Turn 1. We've bogged down a bit there, but now coming into Turn 1, we almost touched Perez there, and Kimi Raikkonen, but now Raikkonen has gained the position on Perez, but we almost touched Perez once again into Turn 2. But now coming onto the straight into Turn 3. Here we go. Webber and Raikkonen are side by side. We're past Perez on the inside, but it's 3 wide ahead of us with Raikkonen, Webber, and Vettel, who is down into 7th place. And we're up into 6th already at the start. And Mark Webber is ahead of us now, coming down to this corner. Now there's the McLaren of Jensen Button, I believe, trying to get past the Mercedes, but not quite there. And now coming into this corner, behind Mark Webber. And now skipping on to lap 2 of this Grand Prix. Mark Webber is behind I think Jensen Button, because we passed Sergio Perez. But now here comes Mark Webber to the outside of Jensen Button into Turn 4. Can Webber get the move done? Yes, he can. Webber goes round the outside, takes 4th place away from Jensen Button. And now Webber is trying to challenge the Mercedes, I believe Nico Rosberg. Now coming into Turn 5. Can Webber get the move done? Not quite. Button's on the inside of Webber, but not quite. We're going the inside of Jensen Button and Mark Webber into P4 we go. That was a really good pass. We gained advantage of their battling, and Button held us up a lot that we can get past Webber as well. And Button actually did get back past Webber. No, yeah, actually no, Button did get hit in the curb. I don't know what is going on behind me. If you see the mirrors, a bit of touching going on. If you rewind that a bit, you can see some touching. But now, on to lap 3. Well, starting lap 4 of this Grand Prix. We're behind Nico Rosberg for 3rd place in this Grand Prix. Here we go, coming on to the pit straight. Starting lap 4 of the Brazilian Grand Prix, we got DRS and Slipstream on Nico Rosberg down towards Turn 1. We're going to go to the outside of him into Turn 1. We got the move done round the outside, and we get into 3rd place on Nico Rosberg. This is a fantastic start to this race. This shouldn't really be that eventful, to be honest, because it's not. It's the last race of the season. We've already won the championship, so it's not really an important race. But yeah, by the way, yeah, this is a 50% race because I want to I'm doing 50% races next season, and I'm practicing for next season as Rosberg gets past us as after we go wide there at Turn 4. And now, can we get him back into Turn 5? Not quite there. Rosberg gets back the place into 3rd. And now up the inside of Rosberg into Turn 6. Yes, we can get it. And now he's trying to go round the outside into Turn 7. We get the move done. Back on Nico Rosberg into 3rd place. As I was saying, the 50% race I'm doing the next season, so I'm practicing in this race because it's not an important race. So coming onto the pit straight now with Nico Rosberg behind us on starting lap 6 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here we go. Here goes Rosberg up the inside into Turn 1. He doesn't quite get the move. We've gone way off the apex there. But can Rosberg get us into the next few corners. Here we go, coming down to turn 3 and onto the straight. Rosberg is a bit too far back, I reckon, to try and get past it, but I think Vettel's behind this. But here we go on lap 8, where we go for a slide under pressure from Nico Rosberg. We go for a slide on the exit of turn 7. Ooh, yeah, on the grass we go for a little bit of a slide there. That is epic. Yeah, you can see we're under pressure from Rosberg. We almost cracked it under pressure, but I don't think it's going to happen. But now moving on to the end of lap 8 of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and on to lap 9 of 36, where we're coming into the pits for our first pit stop in this Brazilian Grand Prix. And possibly one of the last for this season. And here we go. Coming into the pits, changing to prime tyres on lap 9. And it's a 3.108 seconds stop. It's a good last stop of the season. We need some good last stops this season for Ferrari. And we rejoin in P16 behind Esteban Gutierrez in the Sauber. Now on to lap 9 and coming out of the pits now. And we get out into 16th place. Behind Esteban Gutierrez in the Sauber, who looks like he's in a battle there ahead, so it's going to be interesting. But now moving on to turn 1 on lap 10 of this Grand Prix. And Gutierrez is in a battle with the Toro Rosso and the Force India. Can we get advantage of that? Hopefully we can. But now coming into turn 3, we've gone wide there, but now Gutierrez is challenging the Toro Rosso ahead into turn 4. Can Gutierrez get him? No, he can't quite. I mean, he's lost a buckle of time. Ricciardo is the Toro Rosso. We're now coming into turn 4 and into turn 5. Here we go. Gutierrez pulling into the outside. And now we're going to get the slipstream from Ricciardo. We're going to come to the inside of both of them, but not quite. We get Gutierrez, but Ricciardo holds it around the outside. That was some really good racing there. Wow. 3 wide into turn 5. Wow. I never expected that with back markers. But we go up the inside of Gutierrez. Ricciardo did some good defending there. And he's kept his position. But now coming on to the pit straight on lap 10 of this Grand Prix. Here we go using Kurz on Daniel Ricciardo, pulling out to the inside, and we get the move done. That's a very easy move on Daniel Ricciardo. Without DRS, we got past him. But now here comes Gutierrez trying to get past Ricciardo on the outside into turn 1, but not quite for Esteban Gutierrez. And we move up into P7. Now on to lap 11 and starting lap 12 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here we go, coming onto the straight now. And we're probably going to come out in 3rd here because that's where we were. And yes, we will go out in 3rd in front of Mark Webber. And Mark Webber is probably going to get jumped by the Red Bull Sebastian Vettel, and he is. Vettel has been, our rival has jumped Mark Webber only just though out of the pits. There you can see Vettel is ahead of Mark Webber out of the pit lane. But we're 1/10 purple in the first sector. But now, once again, starting a new lap on lap 13 of 14, Hamilton says a 1:13.0. It's a really good time. But now Vettel with DRS open is moving to the inside, maybe the outside. He moves to the outside and he doesn't quite get the move, but he's got much better traction out of turn 2, and now Vettel's going to go to the inside of us down into turn 3, but not quite. I don't know why we did that, but now we're going to cut across Vettel into turn 4. Can we defend the position? Not quite. No, we can't because we've gone wide, just like we did with Rosberg, and Vettel gets past into the podium places. This is a pretty good battle. It's a pretty good race for the finale of Season 2. Even though it's not an important race for the championship, it's still an eventful race. But now, on to lap 14 of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Can we get Sebastian Vettel back onto the straight? Here we go with the DRS open. Starting lap 15 of this Grand Prix. Go, diving up the inside into turn 1. There's a bit of contact, and we've half spun Vettel there, and we've moved up to 3rd. We get a warning for causing a collision there. But we spun Vettel only slightly there. And that was a really dirty move, I have to admit there. I shouldn't have gone for that move, but luckily I got a warning and not a penalty. But that was really ambitious. I have to admit, I really shouldn't have done that move, but we'll take it. 3rd place still. And Sebastian Vettel is now going to challenge us with much better traction out of turn 4. He's going to go to the outside into turn 5, and he's got the move done. That's an interesting move from Vettel there. I had to let him go because I was letting him go there into turn 5 because I went too ambitiously up the inside into turn 1 and tapped him, so I might as well just let him through into turn 5 and battle with him even more. But now on to lap 16 where he goes wide at turn 1, so what's the point of doing that? Vettel goes wide at turn 1 and he's lost a lot of positions there. And wow, Vettel. I want Vettel or Alonso to take second in this championship, and at the moment Hamilton is leading with a 1:12.5. That's a brilliant lap time from Lewis Hamilton. But now here comes Kimi Räikkönen into this corner. Now we're going to go into the pits for the second time in this 50% race in Brazil on lap 18, the halfway point of this Brazilian Grand Prix.
Okay, prime for your next box.
Changing to another set of prime tyres. I don't think this will last to the end of the race, to be fairly honest. With my tyre wear skills. With my tyre saving skills, these won't go to the end of the race, I reckon, but we'll see. Now coming out of the pits now, in 15th place, maybe 14th with Maldonado, a really close exit here. Can we get ahead of Pastor Maldonado? No, we can't, and we don't get Maldonado into the pit lane for 14th place. But now on to lap 19. And now, moving on to the second sector on lap 19. We're behind Pastor Maldonado. The engineer has told us to go for the overtake. So, we're going to go for it now into the final corner. And we're going to go for the move. And we go up the inside of Maldonado into 14th place. That was actually a really good move. Really nice, clean move. Almost a bit of contact, but really nice, clean move. We're now on to lap 20 of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Here we go, slipstreaming Adrian Sutil down towards turn 4. That falls into is so slow down the straight. We're going to go onto the outside, round the outside into turn 4 on Adrian Sutil. That was a good move. Round the outside, and we spit. Wow, that's a really, really good camera angle. As he sped past Adrian Sutil around the outside, that's a really awesome move. But now here we are behind. Wow, there's overtaking all over the place. It's every lap pretty much. Now on lap 21, we are behind Jean-Eric Vergne in the Toro Rosso. Here we go. Starting lap 22 of this Grand Prix, we have got the slipstream on Jean-Eric Vergne down towards the straight, and we get past him with even before the DRS zone, and we get into 13th place, I believe. But here we go. Here's a replay. We absolutely shot past him, which is pretty good. But I think it was 13th where we got the position. No, it was 13th, but there's people in the pit lane making their second stop. So now, here we go, a very close exit here with Kimi Räikkönen out of the pit lane. Can we get ahead of him? Yes, only just. Räikkönen almost clips us there. But we get past Kimi Räikkönen into turn 4. Wow, I need to see how close that was. Okay, here we go. So, as slow motion, Räikkönen did cross the white line out the pit exit there. Has he got a penalty for that? I don't know. But he was pretty close to us there, out of the pit lane. But now, on lap 26, 4 laps later, we have a lapped car of Charles Pic in the Caterham in front of us. He lets us through into the final corner. And now coming into the straight, he's blocked Räikkönen in a treat there. And that's let Sebastian Vettel through. Wow, that's some really good blocking skills from Charles Pic to try to look at that. Charles Pic has blocked Kimi Räikkönen and let Vettel go past him on the inside into turn 13. Wow. Oh, I think there's a bit of contact there too for Vettel, but Vettel gets position. But now onto lap 27. There's been overtaking pretty much every lap, but we've skipped like 4 laps a couple of times for some overtakes. But now there's Sergio Perez coming out of the pits as Vettel comes up the inside into turn 4. Vettel, our rival's coming at it again, but now into the curb, and Vettel has half spun, and he's gone off the track into the wall. Sebastian Vettel has spun once again. That might be his second place in the championship. Gone a begging there. It might be over for Sebastian Vettel in terms of his second place in the championship. We slid off the curb, and Vettel is an innocent bystander, and he has spun maybe into the wall, I'm not sure, but that's happened right in front of Perez, and he's actually clipped Vettel all the way around into turn 5. That's a real shame for Sebastian Vettel. Unbelievable. Vettel hasn't won a race since Abu Dhabi, I think. Did he win in Abu Dhabi? I don't know. But now here comes Sergio Perez on the inside of us into turn 1. Can he get us into turn 1? Not quite, I don't think, for Sergio Perez. We go wide there on lap 28 now of this Grand Prix. As I said, we skipped 4 more laps, but now Perez coming to the inside of us, down into this corner. We don't quite get it. But now Kimi Räikkönen is coming to the outside of Sergio Perez, down into this corner. Into turn 4. And he gets to move down into 5th place, does Kimi Räikkönen on Sergio Perez. Good move from Kimi Räikkönen. And now moving on to lap 29 of this Grand Prix, where Vettel has set a very good lap time, a 1:11.7. After his spin into the barriers from Sergio Perez and me, he has set that brilliant lap time. He's faster than Hamilton and Alonso at the front of the field. That is really good. Unfortunately, of course, as we were on the podium last time, we couldn't catch Nico Rosberg, who was in 3rd, so we were settling for 4th at this stage, but our tyres are really gone on lap 30 here, so we had to come in for a 3rd time. Bloody tyre wear in this game, seriously. But now coming out into the pit lane for a set of option tyres to try and catch the remaining cars that we got. 3.1 second stop once again. This is our final stop of Season 2 of F1 2013 Career Mode. And now coming out of the pit lane behind Sebastian Vettel, but it's going to be really, really close with Jenson Button coming out of the pits now. Can we get ahead of Button? And we're side by side, and we get past him into 10th place out of the pit lane. That's probably some crucial extra points for our championship tally, even though we've already won it. But nothing really happened in the last few laps, so we are going to settle for 10th. We saved some fuel as our fuel was -1 lap. We are saving some fuel on the straight as we come round the final corner. Lewis Hamilton has won this Brazilian Grand Prix, but now coming around the final corner to finish in 10th place and to finish off Season 2 of F1 2013 Career Mode. What a season it's been. What a season. It came with Alonso looking like he was going to win the championship, and then Hungary came, and then that changed things around. Hungary, when Alonso retired with brake failure, and we led the championship by around 20 points, and then he caught up again until a couple of bad luck sent him down into 2nd and into 3rd eventually in Abu Dhabi. And we won the championship this season, and Lewis Hamilton wins the Brazilian Grand Prix from Fernando Alonso, Nico Rosberg in 3rd, ahead of Kimi Räikkönen, Mark Webber, then Sergio Perez, Nico Hülkenberg, Romain Grosjean. Sebastian Vettel gets 9th place for Red Bull. So that means Lewis Hamilton is 2nd in the championship. Jenson Button we are 10th, Jenson Button's 11th, and Jean-Luc Vergne, Esteban Gutierrez, Pastor Maldonado, Daniel Ricciardo, Adrian Sutil, Valtteri Bottas, Charles Pic, Max Chilton, Guido van der Garde, Jules Bianchi, and Paul di Resta is the retirement of the Brazilian Grand Prix, the final race of Season 2 of F1 2013 Career Mode. What a race that actually was. We skipped like 4 laps a couple of times to get some overtakes because obviously boring laps. But that was an eventful race. It had a lot of overtakes, surprisingly, for a non-championship deciding race. And yeah, there you go. We've won the championship by 25 points. Lewis Hamilton indeed is 2nd in the championship. Fernando Alonso is 3rd. Sebastian Vettel drops down to 4th. Nico Rosberg is 5th. Mark Webber 6th. Sergio Perez 7th. Kimi Räikkönen 8th. Jenson Button 9th. Romain Grosjean, Nico Hülkenberg, Esteban Gutierrez in 12th. Paul di Resta in 13th. Pastor Maldonado in 14th. We have Guido van der Garde, Daniel Ricciardo, Adrian Sutil, Valtteri Bottas, Jean-Luc Vergne, Charles Pic, Max Chilton, and Jules Bianchi. Here we are with the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari already won the Constructors in India, and they have won by 119 points from Mercedes. Then Red Bull in 3rd, then McLaren in 4th, Lotus in 5th, Sauber, then Force India, Williams, Caterham, Toro Rosso and Marussia the only team to not score points in this Season 2 of F1 2013 career mode. What a season it has been. It has had a lot of dramatic twists and turns. It had a lot of eventful races. And we finally come out on top in both the drivers and the constructors title. But I hope you enjoyed the Brazilian Grand Prix. Season 3 will be up in a couple of, let's say, a couple of days, maybe a week, if I don't have time. But hope you enjoyed the final race of Season 2. It's been an incredible season. We won the championship, and hope you enjoyed the Brazilian Grand Prix. Season 3 should be out anytime soon. See you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell button for notifications, and goodbye.